Here we go. Keith Thurman, Showtime Sean Porter. People, be careful about getting too caught up in how people use fear. Fear can be taken two ways. You can utilize it as energy to fuel where you're going, or it could be the first steps in the stages of your demise. Before we get started, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Eric A. Bradley, aka The Real Fight Doctor, and there is no other on this level. So, like I said before, be careful how you utilize fear, because fear could take everything that you have coming to you and totally strip it right from your sights. And that's what I see is happening right now. The fuel that could be used to take this fight to the level that it was necessary to reach has been stripped. Why is that? How do you know? Where's your credentials? Where's your credibility? How do you know this? Why are you just not a regular fanboy? Well, like I said before, I am the real fight doctor, and I didn't just get that because I just pulled it off the side of a Cocoa Crispy box. I've earned my name. How? I've worked with over 15 world champion fighters, and I've put my work in the gym like no other. So the guys that are out there doing it now, welcome to hell, because that's what it is. And the sacrifice day in and day out on a regular basis is the main thing that I'm going to get into today. Years ago, just years back, Hasim Rockman, we were up in Baltimore. We drove from North Carolina to Baltimore to give Hasim Rockman some quality work. One of the reasons that I understand my role in the sport of boxing is because there was a guy, he was coming up, they called him the Beast. He was making his way up the ladder. His coach, I won't even say his name, but he's a well-celebrated coach in the Northeast area, and he was working with this guy. And when the guy was coming up, Hasim Rockman, and he would spar, and Hasim Rockman, of course being the champ, he would blow him out the water. That's what your mentor is supposed to do. He's supposed to blow you out the water. So when you go up into that gym, you better know. So Beast would come to me and he said, I want you to start working with me and doing some of the things that I see you do. So he came down. He was working with one of my fighters, and we started doing a lot of work together. I was working his corners. We was getting prepped. And then we went back up to Baltimore to give Hasim Rockman that work. And this is where I tell you to be careful about how you utilize fear. He was about to fight Klitschko. Pay-per-view event. It was about to literally go down, my friends. So we was putting in the work. So Beast looks at me and is like, look, Hasim Rockman, every time we get ready, this is what you call craft. Every time we get ready to square off in the ring, he's always nice before we get going. And then all of a sudden, when that bell go off, boom, he drops the hammers on me. Every time. He gets me out of my game plan, and then he starts to drop hammers. But that's what we call, baby, utilizing conversation, schmoozing to get the other guy losing. Hasim Rockman was wise. He understood that Beast is 6'7" with shoes off, 265 in total shape, can run 15 miles and then do 15 rounds. This is the real deal.